Man, Ness is such a scrub character, I swear. Hey, I wonder what Sai's up to. He hasn't done anything in a while. Maybe I should check up on that. Make sure he's still on track. Yeah. Make sure of that. Check up on him. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm hacking into the mainframe. You're my real friends, guys. I tell you guys. No, the fish was like 47 inches.
Why didn't you film anything? Literally not doing anything, man! What are you... There's people... You need to go record something! Stop! Now! Now! Stop. Here.
Is it...
You gotta get off.
Is it Christmas yet?
Yeah. No. Yes, it's been Christmas.
Oh, well, is Martha okay?
Yeah, I think so. He's not great. See, you just want Martha? Okay, listen. We gotta do a Game of the Year video. Because that's what they want. They never want anything new. They just want a Game of the Year video.
Okay.
That's all we gotta do.
Okay, but I'm not... one question.
What year is that?
Number 5.
The first game we're gonna talk about here today is Bravely Default on the Nintendo 3DS. I know what you're thinking.
What do we think it's a?
Gosh darn handheld game, get out of my face. But it's by Square Enix, masters of RPGs. They've been making Final Fantasy. They've ruined Final Fantasy, so I hear. I hear no one likes lightning. Is that true? Like, comment, subscribe. But what's good about this one is it goes back to the roots. It is, as the title says, Bravely Default. You got a generic story that's really well done, but you know, you go around saving the elemental places. You collect 4 elements. Where have you heard of it? Golden Sun out to everywhere. Literally. Cry, boy! Why are they doing it all over again, Si? But it's good! So, we have a classic RPG structure, classic tropes. They really take time to perfect each one. You got a job system, and leveling up in different jobs will get... It's like Fantasy Life! That's more obscure, I'm sorry.
That was pretty obscure.
You get new powers, and you get items, and it's... Imagine what an RPG is! They took it and made this. You play as Tiz, Agnes, Edea, and Ringabel. His name's Pun. And you go around fighting monsters, goblins, not moblins, that's copyright. And then you save the world. We're the worst at describing things. Play the gameplay footage. Bravely Default shows that you don't always need a new, snazzy, innovative concept to have an adventure. The classic adventure fields of old in this hand-painted environment, full of in-depth strategy and just enough new techniques to keep everything fresh, lands Bravely Default for the Nintendo 3DS on the number 5 spot on our list. Yes, I stole the number 5 intro, and I'm gonna do it again!
Number 4.
Hey Grid, would you like to introduce the next game? Buddy old pal. Yes! It's gonna be a barrel of fun!
Oh, it's a barrel of fun, right? It's Donkey Kong Country.
Don't hate us! Don't hate us, audience!
Please.
You think it's a bit simple, it's a platformer, but it is really the peak of its genre. You know what I'm saying there, boy?
Well, yeah.
It really is like Donkey Kong Country Returns from the Wii. It's a very good platforming, the controls work, and now you don't have to do that. You can just press buttons. Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze has tight platforming and very lovingly crafted environments. There's always something new going on. And if you're looking for a legitimate challenge, it's a tough game. How many tough platformers are out there this day? None. Up until now, you got Donkey Kong Country Tropical. Oh, Jesus. Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze joins in at our number 4 spot as our lovingly crafted environments show the more finer sides of platforming and how difficult it can really be. This is a refreshing notice after all the easier Mario games. It's clear Nintendo's trying to amp up their difficulty with titles like New Super Luigi U and now the perfected Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. We hope to see more good work from Retro Studios. Alright, my apprentice here. We're gonna let him take the stage and introduce our next game.
The third game that we're going to be talking about is actually Mario Kart 8. And the thing about this is the Mario Kart franchise has been around since the NES era. Eventually they started adding more people to the roster. It's still a great classic that everyone loves to play today, and it ruins friendships just like Monopoly, only more so. Mario Kart 8 is without a doubt the top of the notch racing game that Nintendo has finally cranked out for us. With the anti-gravity, the water, and the gliding all combined, they've mastered the art of the game and created beautiful stages that are thrilling and enjoyable for the player. And I do hope to see Mario Kart 9 very soon. Knowing them, it'll certainly be fantastic.
Now we're reviewing Bayonetta 2, and I know what you're thinking. You go to this channel because you think, I like Nintendo games. He's playing a weird dating sim. I'm gonna see what he is up to. And now you're not up with this because you're not an Xbox person, because Xbox died out in 2012. Isn't that right?
Unfortunately.
Yes. It's gonna be. It's too bad they never made another console. Like, I played Hyrule Warriors, and they're like, go combo and kill billions and things. And I was like, alright, that sounds fun. But the combos didn't feel nearly as fluent after playing the 2 out of 10 for Hyrule Warriors. In this installment, Bayonetta's friend John is accidentally cast into the underworld, and she goes to this mystical place to get her back. And now instead of just fighting angels, she's also fighting demons, and it seems like both sides are not on her side. Bayonetta 2 is an exquisite follow-up to its predecessor. Maintaining the same basic formula, it takes a chance to polish all of its elements. The story is still wonderful, the gameplay is better than ever, and the shop system is intact. Bayonetta 2 is a wonderful gem by Platinum Games, and hopefully their support on the console will continue.
Number 1!
I think this one may have been an obvious choice from all the hype it's been getting. And I ask you, do you remember at E3 last year when they showed off Villager for the first time? When they said a new game was in the works. And then shortly after, you caught wind that Wii Fit Trainer was in. And then when next E3 they announced Pac-Man and Palutena and Fighting Me Team, do you remember when they chose a random date to announce Lucina because they ran out of hype? And do you remember when the rest of the roster was leaked? Do you remember how you felt? Smash Bros. 4, the game that brought Duck Hunt Dog back into Nintendo's canon. The game that brought Xenoblade into the eyes of the public.
The game that brought Stage Builder back.
The game that made Animal Crossing seem more than just a family-friendly little life sim, but part of the Nintendo family too. A game that says, We Fit, also part of the Nintendo family.
A game that has fighting with Little Mac.
The first Nintendo fighter. Custom moves that would allow for infinite possibilities, and more collectibles on the side. The game that would delve Nintendo and its future into the HD line of sight, and the gameplay becoming more of a blend of casual and competitive. Better than pro, they say. Everyone agrees. And the game that brought amiibos to us. Me and my amiibos are one. Alright, I want to thank everyone for watching this video and subscribing to all the different whatevers I posted on the screen. This top 5 wasn't really planned too far in advance. Grid just came over and said, let's do it, so we did it.
That is pretty good, though. Am I right, son?
Yeah, we wouldn't have been able to get this done without his vigilant editing throughout the day, because we did this in one day, and that's something we should never do again.
That's a new record.
We should never do that.
Never.
But in the end, we did form these opinions kind of quick, and so you're allowed to have different opinions in the comments. But that's not to say I won't fight you about them if you comment, so be prepared for that.
Be prepared!
Yep, that's basically Happy New Year. Hope you all are looking forward to Nintendo's releases, and on that note, peace! Peace!
Yeah, what about Dragon Age?
We don't talk about that one.